What is going on, guys? Paintball ruined my life live. And since this week was somewhat of a busy week, maybe not busy, but there was a little bit more news than there was last week. Maybe equaling the amount of news we had last week. No, not last week, the week before. We're gonna do that like weekly recap thing. So strap in. And if you missed Paintball Ruin My Week, we're going to talk about a lot of that stuff. I'm gonna mute my speakers on said laptop, so yeah. So we're gonna sit here for a little bit, wait for some people to show up. And yeah. I hope everybody watched the first episode of Paintball Setup Wars this morning or this afternoon or this evening, whenever you watched it. Big Aiden 7 is going to get a shout out. Skylar, it's very possible I did not put your setup in the video, mainly because I'm going to go with about 90% of the pictures were kind of unusable. And I couldn't put all of them in there. There was like 200 people submitted pictures. So at some point I had to kind of limit the guns in the video. I couldn't put them all in there. So yeah. Card Freak, you will get blocked or timed out if you continually post stuff like that. Not like that, just over and over and over. It's kind of annoying. Okay, why don't we jump into this? Richard Carter, you did not get your picture in too late. Well, maybe, because I kind of already picked the ones I was doing to be able to edit the thing. But there'll be more. So it's possible, and I'm like collecting all the ones that I like and then adding them. So it's possible that you'll see more pictures or your gun in a future Paintball Setup Wars #2. Jeremy. Thank you, sir. Yeah, dude. Ooh, you just got an A7S2. I'm officially broke now. Dude, I'm with you. I looked into A7Ss and like A7Rs and all that jazz when I was buying camera for this video stuff. I don't know, I just couldn't justify there seems to be not that big a difference between Sony's like A63s and A6500s. Yeah, I don't know, I couldn't do it. So I'm holding out until I can get like a real cine camera. Someday you'll be watching Paintball Ruined My Life on like a big Sony C200. I've talked about that before. Someone likes my shirt somewhere. Vladimir, that's an Infamous shirt. See, this says Infamous right there. It's kind of old. 4 years old, maybe. I think I've had this for. There's something on this sleeve. I don't know what that is. This is like northeast, southwest. I don't know. Jeremy. Sony cameras are cool, though. My one gripe about Sony cameras, and people tend to talk about this often, skin tones on the Sony cameras are not as good as the Canon cameras. Yeah, there's ways to tweak that, but I hate tweaking camera stuff. I gotta just settle on something. I think I'm pretty settled on my camera settings now. Okay, we're gonna do this. So anyone super chats from here on out, we will address when I am completed with the weekly paintball recap. So, what was the first thing that happened this week? And there we go. Some of you guys may have seen or may have noticed there's a new pump paintball gun. Not really, I mean, I guess it's not really new. It's been talked about and they've shown pictures of it, I don't know, maybe 6 months or so now. But they're starting to take pre-orders, and it's becoming more and more official as the days go by. The ADN XP1. So let's cut to the chase. It's really expensive. It's a full built-out version. I feel like those pictures are sliding by too fast, so we're going to slow them down. A full built-out version, like the one that you keep seeing on the screen, is $950. So it's expensive. You can buy a conversion kit that's just gonna come with the body, bolt, and pump kit. It's $475. Then they offer another version that's $585. This comes with bolt, body, pump kit, internals, ball detent. So you still have to buy like trigger frame. You still have to buy like macro line fittings and on-off, a regulator, a bunch of stuff still. I don't know. It's cool. It's just a lot of money. I mean, it's near $1,000. But I know people have complained about that, and they've said that it's just too much money. But we have to think about that, like, yes, it's almost $1,000. But it's coming with, like, the best stuff you can possibly buy. Like, let's look at, so it comes with the CCM trigger frame, which is $100. It comes with CP on-offs, which are like $50, so that's $150. Comes with a Sidewinder regulator, that's like $80, so we're like $230 already. That's just trigger frame, on-off, ASA. Barrel's another $100. You know, I mean, like, you start adding up all these like parts or pieces it comes with, and it's gonna be expensive. But it's mag-fed, so that's kind of cool. It's like a sniper rifle thing, I guess. Yeah. So that happened. The XP1 pump. Also, golly darn it, I'm screwing this up. Also, the Etha 2 50 caliber was announced. We've also seen pictures of this, but Planet Eclipse is like officially going forward with the 50 cal Etha. Whoa, someone's gonna have a seizure. We're slowing the pictures down. There we go. Yeah, it's official. Like I said in Paintball Ruin My Week, I'm not sure we will see a lot of these, like, customers of Eclipse or whatever buying them. I think it's going to be a lot of fields. So a lot of paintball fields will buy them to offer as an upgrade or like an upgraded low impact paintball over like the GOG enemies. So it's not like super crazy and cool. It's just nice to see them, yeah, I don't know, offer an alternative to the GOG enemy that's 50 caliber. And Proto also released new colors of the Proto Rises. This is not exciting. They're new colors. Yeah. There's that blue and purple one. That is hard to tell, but it's actually gray with black parts, or like graphite. There's a black one and a gray parted one. Yeah, it's not too exciting. Red, yellow, yeah. Whatever. Dye has re-released, so this is kind of interesting, because this is a mask that was fairly popular. Dye is re-releasing and renaming the Proto Axis Pro, now the Dye Axis Pro. It's a cool mask. I like it. They were always pretty comfortable. It's pretty small. It's only $100, so I mean, I say only 100, but like the i5's $180, so for a dye mask, it's pretty cheap. What's kind of weird though is it's still taking the Proto lenses. So while they're calling it the Dye Axis Pro, it does not take dye lenses, it takes Proto lenses. I like it. I'm thinking about picking one of those up for me. Might happen. The KPC, Azodin have come back out. Not back out, they're actually finally releasing the KPC. The KPC is, yeah, Azodin's cheap pump gun. I think KPC stands for Chaos Pump Classic. Yes, that's what it stands for. I don't get it. It's $200. It just doesn't make sense price-wise. I mean, it's great. Yeah, if it was $160 or $150, the thing would be awesome. But at $200, like, the KP3 is $50 more, and with the KP3, you do get an adjustable regulator, you get the two-piece barrel, you get the dual pump arms, so it's gonna make the pump stroke smoother and like more stable feeling. You get lever feed neck, on-off, I think I said on-off. And you get that like zero system or whatever, so it's lower pressure. So for $50 more, the KP3 just makes way more sense. So I don't know who is gonna buy the KPC. Maybe if you're like, I can only spend $199.95, buy the KPC. But I mean, I foresee the future. A lot of people asking me, should I buy the KPC or the KP3? And every single time, I will say KP3. I don't see it. I'm not seeing it, so yeah. I feel like I'm laggy. I don't think so, though. So that's paintball news. There's kind of a few things happened. Nothing really like super exciting. As we head closer and closer to the end of the year, we're gonna start seeing less and less paintball stuff. I also feel like I'm really bright. We're gonna mess with this light for a second. I feel like I look better like that. Yeah, so that's paintball news. So what else we got about? Now we killed, how much time did we kill? 10 minutes, maybe not even 10 minutes. Maybe like 8 minutes, 10 minutes, 11 minutes. That's pretty good. Now we have like 50 minutes to talk about whatever you guys want. Oh God, I'm messing this all up. So, back to normal. We're gonna move some jazz around. We're switching this over here. Let's look at the chat room and see what everyone's talking about. Yeah. Yeah, but I do hope that, like, you guys liked Paintball Setup Wars. A lot of people voted, but not as many people as expected. Like, a fifth of people voted, which is good, I guess. CS1 sounds like you're shooting a squirt gun. I got one of these the other day. Oh God, I gotta get up. Who knows what this is? Oh man, I put it totally in the screen. Oh. This is really cool. This might be like the best CS1 color there is. I really like it. This is rose gold and sandstone. So in other words, it's all gold. I just really like it. It's so cool. The color is just awesome. Yeah. Anyone notice too, someone in like, I did the CS 1.5 shooting video, and like, I don't know why, but I started to hold guns all low like this. And someone was like, you hold that weird. I don't know when that started. Like, I don't know. I hold them all weird. I can't put that over there, stuff over there. The gold is pretty sweet. I love the gold. I think the gold is awesome. Really, really cool. What is the difference between the Chaos 2 and the KD2? Kind of like that KPC, right? I just hooked up with the KPC. Really, almost the differences between the KPC and the KP3 are the differences between the Chaos 2 and the KD2. KD2 is going to have on-off, two-piece barrel, lever feed neck, all stuff that just kind of, I don't know, makes them easier to use. And it has that 0D system, so it's going to be a lot quieter and kick a lot less. But I feel that at $200 for that gun, they're cool. But I think I'd rather have an A5. So, it's $200, buy an A5. Yeah. So you guys got to give me something to talk about. I don't know what to talk about. I filled my allotted time with paintball weekly recap. So now what are we gonna talk about? Lucas, I think that's how we're gonna pronounce it. Do you ever plan to make a channel for gameplay? Not a specific channel, no. Any gameplay stuff will just go here. I just haven't played paintball in a long time. I think the last time I played was over 2 months ago now. Which isn't like that crazy, but before I was playing like maybe every other weekend. And it's just been hard. I just haven't had time to go to the paintball field, so. When are they releasing the NXL layout? I don't know. NXL Chicago should be out, the layout should be out next week? I don't know. They're releasing it 3 weeks early, but I don't know when NXL is, so. I don't know. HK Army quality. Is that a question or a statement? Daniel, I will read half your question. Brad, best slider shorts for blank, 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 blank. I don't know. I think they all kind of do the same. I don't know if there's one that has better private groin protection. Yeah. I mean, I like the Exalt Thrasher ones, or the Exalt Free Flex ones, and the dye ones the most. But they all kind of do the same thing. There's not one that's like, I don't know, way more protective or anything like that. I am bad 2.0. What is a good way to clean off a paintball gun? You know what I like to use is rubbing alcohol. I have a toothbrush that's dedicated to cleaning, multiple toothbrushes, and bottle of rubbing alcohol microfiber. Dip toothbrush in microfiber. Whew. No, dip toothbrush. You can't dip a toothbrush in microfiber. Tom will get to you. Thank you. Dip toothbrush in rubbing alcohol. Just go for it, and then I do the same thing with that microfiber. So get rubbing alcohol microfiber. I like rubbing alcohol because it tends to like eat paint really easy. Like it just like dissolves paint really easy, and then it just dries up real quick. So it's really easy. So I'm rubbing alcohol and whatever you want to use to clean with. Tom H. Thank you, sir. You are helping keep the AC and the lights on. Definitely the AC. Although it's not been that hot. I don't think the air conditioner's not on right now. It's been pretty nice. Like, what temperature is it outside right now? It's been fairly mild lately. It's 78 degrees outside right now, so pretty nice. It was 84 today. It felt a little warmer than 84, but that's okay. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. YouTube today did this. We'll just show everybody. We might as well. Yeah, if you guys want, I posted this in a, I gotta open the browser. No, I don't. I posted this in, so was it last live stream? Was it? I don't remember, honestly. I made a Facebook group where you guys can go and like ask questions or whatever, so people can talk about paintball stuff. If you want to check that out, I'm going to post a link right now in the chat room. Go over there, join that. It's kind of fun. But the whole reason I brought that group up is because I posted this in the, oh man, I might struggle to find this. I posted this video in the, not video, I posted this, screenshot today in that group. And as you guys can see, look at that look at that little like screenshot. So this is a screenshot from like the back end of YouTube. YouTube's gonna call it the Creator Studio. And that was Paintball Ruined My Week. And whatever, this is a bunch of nonsense. There's like, you know, title and date and all this jazz. But you can go right over there, right there. There's that yellow $sign. That means that you can read that right below that. It says not suitable for all advertisers. This was my one fear with making content for paintball. Is that YouTube, not necessarily YouTube. Andy, we'll answer Andy real quick. Andy with Super Chat. What does equipment have to do to make it on the wall behind you? What does equipment have to do? Nothing really. There's just a bunch of random stuff. I don't know. Yeah, it's just an empty box of paint. That's a DM9 that's missing a board, a solenoid and all the internals, it's not really worth fixing. It needs so many parts. I don't know. That's just a bunch of random stuff. It just ends up there. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but my one fear with making paintball content was YouTube, not YouTube, I keep saying YouTube, Google and Facebook no longer allow advertising of paintball stuff. So I've always kind of feared that at some point YouTube might not allow paintball stuff or like allow us to monetize paintball stuff. So I don't know. I mean, they're not going to allow me to show ads on that video right there. That's what that yellow thing means. I have requested an appeal to see what happens, so we'll see. They've so far demonetized that video, and then tomorrow Paintball Question Time is coming out. And it was brought up to me, hey, maybe don't use like gun in the thumbnail or whatever. Like the thumbnail says 50 cal, and they're like, oh, maybe that gets it blocked, or there's a picture of a gun in the thumbnail. But then I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. But what about all the other videos? Like, there's other videos that have gun in the title and then, like, pictures of guns in the thumbnails. So, I don't know. This is probably very unexciting to you guys. So, but it concerns me. I want to try to, like, do this, you know, and actually make a living. Because that's the only way this is ever going to survive. I can't do this just for fun forever, unfortunately. Kyle, would you say, or make money like this a little? Or is that commonplace? I don't know what that means. River, maybe since you showed the barrel and trigger in the thumbnail, so it looks like a gun, kind of like Facebook. Yeah, for sure. There's no question that YouTube and Google have an algorithm that goes through and looks at all the photos that, you know, I don't know, so they can like categorize and catalog stuff. But it doesn't make sense because there's other videos that have like way more obvious pictures of guns. Like, I don't know, what came out last, there was that like recently the, I don't know, best paintball guns under $300 video, and there was like super obvious paintball gun in that thumbnail, and I don't know, they didn't care about that, so. Jacob says, Brad, why do you hate the rotor? I don't like rotors because they jam. It's really the only reason. I think that overall, like, the rotor's going to last longer. It's more durable than everything else, but they just jam. They didn't used to jam, but I think as paint has gotten a teeny bit smaller, the rotor was designed for that bigger paint. And yeah, now that the paint's smaller, it just doesn't feed the same. So they jam. That's why I don't like them. Yeah. Even Craigslist has a, Liam said, even Craigslist has a policy against paintball guns. Do they really? That's crazy. I don't know, guys. I really don't want it to get to the point where it's like, I mean, I've been very vocal about this thing since the beginning. Like, I want to do this for a living, right? I know people like get all crazy when we talk about money and like, you know, sponsorship or whatever it is. But I've been more than vocal that I want to do this for a living. Like, I want to go to tournaments and like, you know, be able to just devote more time to this and make it better. And the only way I can do that is if I make money to live off of, right? Like, you guys are enjoying this, so maybe it's worth it to you. I don't know what that meant. Yeah, so YouTube demonetizing stuff or not allowing us to show ads, I don't know, makes it hard. You know, like, I don't want to have to rely on sponsorships. I don't have any sponsorships, but I don't want to have to rely on that or have to get those to make money. I don't want to have to rely on people giving me money to make this work. I would rather just to you know, make stuff and it just work and not have to be like, oh, guys, I need money. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Dude, I haven't bought Supreme hats in a long time. This is, I just haven't, right? I don't buy anything ever. Kyle, wait till Matty dies. Matt Marshall, wait for him to die. Till what? Like I can take over the webcast? I'm not gonna do that. That's never gonna happen. I don't know. Enough of me ranting. But it's to the point where like these videos being like demonetized don't matter so much, right? Like it's not like I'm making like $4,000 just off ads. I make like enough to pay like a third of my rent. It's not even that really. It's maybe like a fifth of my rent. So, which is still money, but it's not like all of a sudden I have millions of views and they demonetized everything and I have zero money. It's not that bad. Where'd something go I was gonna ask? Or I was gonna talk about? Maximize your game. What are your thoughts on the Empire Splitter or Splinter? I forget what they call that. Splitter. I honestly don't know. I have not seen one. I can't see myself ever seeing one either, though. I don't know. I really have no idea. It, to me, doesn't make any sense. Like, for people buying hoppers, it's like just get a regular $500 or $5 hopper. Just regular gravity fed hopper, or just buy a Revolution or a high-end hopper. Because say like the Primo's 15 bucks, the Revolution's 43. The Revolution's gonna be 10 times better. There's a Revolution right there. The Revolution's gonna be 10 times better than that Primo ever will, and it's an extra like 30 bucks. So it's worth it to me to just buy a freaking electric hopper. I think that the splitter would be cool for rentals and paintball fields, but if I was a paintball field, we'd have Primos. So mainly because the build quality, they're just gonna last 10 times longer than all those cheap $5 hoppers. So yeah. What else? What else? What else we can talk about? I can complain about YouTube more. Not really complain. I don't know. I just would like more clarification about why stuff has been deemed, whatever that says. What does that say? Not suitable for all advertisers. I get it. Like, I kind of understand. I mean, they're guns and people are scared of it, but I don't cuss and don't show inappropriate things, so. Yeah. I'm excited about World Cup. Plane tickets, I'm pretty sure plane tickets are a go, and we're definitely going to World Cup. The Switch is money. The Valken Switch, I do like the Valken Switch. I think that, Kyle, I think that's what you're referring to. I think that's what you meant when you said the Switch is money. Brad, does the Prophecy Z2 hopper jam? Is it a good buy? Yeah, for sure. Not jamming. It doesn't jam. I used a Z2 for probably like 2 years, and I never had a single problem ever with it. The Z2s don't jam, not unless you have like paint stuck together or something crazy. I would for sure say that the Z2 is probably one of the better values out. Kinda. Right? I think when we look at Empire Z2s, Prophecy Z2s are $100, and then like the Valken VSL or the GI Sports Level, the VSL is $130, so $30 more. And the Level is $155, but comes with a speed feed. And if you buy a speed feed for the Z2, it's $130. And the VSL, when you put a speed feed on it, ends up being $150. So that $150 price, and then Z2 with the speed feed is $125. You know, it's like, I would rather probably have the VSL or Level. I mean, it's only an extra $20. I'd save that $20 and buy a Level, really. And all these emojis, I don't want to deal with emoji people. Cool it on all the emojis, because I just ignore those. I'm just going to ignore them. They're just going to get ignored. Actually, should we ban people that just post emojis? Because I try to read the comments, and it's just like... Mad Haxer, does the Z2 separate with impact from diving or in diving? I think that people that don't assemble them correctly have problems with like the nose coming off, but it's mostly because people don't latch it correctly, which is a problem though, right? You'd expect that, or you'd hope that a manufacturer would, even if they're not assembling something correct. I just noticed something. Even if they can say that, or I can say that it's someone not assembling something correctly, I don't know, that still might be a manufacturing problem or like a design problem, because it should be really easy to put together. And the Z2, while it's easy to put together, it's easy to not put it together correctly also. But most of the time when you see the nose coming off in pictures or videos or whatever, it's just because people don't put them together right. It'd be like, oh, my gun's not shooting. And it's like, turn it on. And they're like, oh, is that the gun's fault? I don't know. Solar eclipse, though. I know. I thought about going. I thought about driving up north. That way's north. To Oregon. Or Oregon. I prefer Oregon. To look at the eclipse. But I don't really have time for it. And it's going to be crazy. Crazy. People are coming from everywhere to go see it. So. Crazy. Roberto. I don't know what you're talking about, but I see Jake says early November in Florida, asking about World Cup, I assume, yeah. November 4th through the 7th, I think? I don't know, something like that. Mr. Exotic, please show us the Tipman Coronas. No. Yes, do not stare at the solar eclipse or the sun ever. You will go blind. It's still the sun. And it still has UVB radiation coming out. So yeah, it's kind of bad. You're supposed to wear glasses. But where I'm at, I think that it's only going to be like 10% covered or whatever. So we're not going to be able to stare at it anyway because it's going to be bright still. Mm-hmm. Boozy the Clown. Oh, first Andy. Thank you, sir. Oh, gosh, I don't know. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Bam. Appreciated. What is a great mechanical marker for $300 to $400? Man, I don't know. I mean, I typically like to think about new. It's easier to recommend new stuff to people because there's like a set price, right? When we start talking about used stuff, it's like, man, there are so many options that it's hard to like give an answer. It's like, well, you should get this, you should get this, this would just be like this huge list of things. But for mechanical guns, there's not a lot of new ones. So until Planet Eclipse comes out with the mechanical G-Tech, like someone said right there, Sizik. I think I'm pronouncing that right this time. The mechanical G-Tech, when it comes out, in probably a couple months, it'll probably be in that $300 to $400 price. But right now, I don't know. Like if I have $400 to buy a mechanical gun, I am probably gonna look for a used Empire Resurrection or some sort of used autococker. Enemy Pro, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, used cockers or automags. Like used cockers. I think that's gonna be my answer. Yeah, until the G-Mech comes out. And I was talking about something else, but totally got sidetracked. I don't know what it was. No idea. What are the best paintballs for rec ball? If I'm choosing, this is a common question. If I'm choosing cheap paint, it's going to be Valken Infinity every time. Yep. But not, I mean, like, it's hard. Like, if you have an option to buy paintballs at a local paintball store or paintball field, I would do that first before just choosing Infinity. So say that, like, whatever paintball store doesn't carry Infinity or a paintball field doesn't. Don't just be like, Infinity's the best. I'm buying it on Amazon or I'm buying it at wherever on the internet. Because I don't know if I trust paint being shipped. Yeah, sure, it might not be broken, but it's like sitting in the back of a UPS truck all day long in the heat or really cold, so it's just kind of weird. So even if you think Infinity's better, I'm always recommending buying paint from, yeah, local places. Just don't have it shipped to your house. I think that's weird. I don't think it works out sometimes. So I like Infinity the most. But if Paintball Store or Field has like 1 star or, I don't know, some gel caps or APX stuff or whatever that's the same price, just buy that. Yeah. I feel like this camera's being weird focusing. So, what else? Perry Reed. I should be at World Cup too. Are you going to be selling merch? You know, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, like, yeah, in a perfect world, I bring everything with me. And I guess I will, because I'll have enough room. I'll have enough, like, room to bring a lot of stuff. Because I'm going to have one huge carry-on, not one huge carry-on, but a big carry-on bag with all camera stuff, a personal item, which is going to have camera stuff in it, and then a checked bag. So I can probably put a lot of headbands, barrel covers, that jazz, shirts. I probably won't bring shirts because those are kind of big. But headbands, barrel covers, stickers, I will likely have with me. Yeah. But that's kind of a ways away too, so I don't know what I'll have then. We're supposed to, in about a week, I know I keep saying this, in about a week have new Paintball Ruined My Life headbands, barrel covers. Corwin, how much does World Cup cost? What do you mean, how much does it cost? Like to play? I don't know, I couldn't tell you. It's like $2,500 a team or something like that. Someone said, show them my most expensive gun. This at the current, this is the most expensive paintball gun that I currently am owning. I just really like it. I think it looks really good with like total black hopper, like black grips, gold. I love it. Although I'm trying to sell it, so if anyone wants to buy this. I was talking to somebody today and they said they're sending me money in the morning, but we'll actually see if that happens. People talk a lot. I also hate selling you stuff when people are like, get me more pictures and take a picture at this angle and this angle, and then you do it and you never hear back from them. It's like, God, that drives me crazy. Like this person wanted me to take a picture of it and write the date and my name on it. I was like, man, all right. I'm not trying to screw you. Invert Killer, glass fiber die boomstick, or a Planet Eclipse Shaft 5 barrel. I don't know, both are very good. I would choose the Eclipse barrels. I just don't like the carbon fiber, glass fiber stuff. I think it's all too flashy for me. So I just like the regular aluminum stuff. I know people swear by those boomsticks though, so yeah, they're all good. Man, get good paint and both of those barrels are gonna shoot straight. It's unlikely if you buy one you'll be disappointed. Yeah. Seraphin, I hope I'm pronouncing that right too. Yeah, headbands, I know. They're coming. The Lone Wolf, why am I selling this? Because I need money. I got bills to pay. Trying to buy a car, so a portion of me selling this is gonna go to a car. I keep talking about that too. But I set myself a deadline by the end of the month, I need to have a car. that I own. Nick. Thank you, sir. A few weeks ago, I was asking you about sponsorships, and now my team is sponsored by GI and Empire through the All-In package. Excellent. Congrats. You will find out what I think about the All-In sponsorship program tomorrow. Paintball question time. Someone asked a question about sponsorship, and then I talk about it tomorrow in the Paintball question time video. Sponsorships, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Corey, I missed that one. Here's Tree Fitty for the gold C1. 350. Tree Fitty. I'm asking $800. That's not bad. I mean, this gun literally has like 5,101 shots. Like literally, not like reset shot counter. Like this gun is like perfect. Pristine condition. Pristine. Very good shape. Very good. How much, Corwin, how much does it cost to go watch World Cup? Free and paid for. So there's two ways you can get around, not around that, but two like situation. You can go and watch like semi-pro, D2, D3, D4, 5-man pump, whatever for free. You just show up and you just walk around, go check out the vendor booths and all that stuff. But if you want to watch the pro field, I think it's $30 for the weekend to sit in the grandstands. And then like $100 or something like that maybe for a VIP pass thing to get, because they have like this VIP area that they have like drinks and TVs and shade and chairs and all kinds of stuff. So it just depends on what you want. Vladimir, if I bought it, would you ship it? Absolutely. For certain. Where can you buy this for $800? All of a sudden there's a bunch of interest in this gun. You just like message me or something, but I already told the guy 800 tomorrow is fine. So at this point, it's sold. Brad's email address is brad@paintallRuinedMyLife.com. Or if you guys want to check out my personal website, it's bradsj.com. I don't know what's on there right now. No idea. At some point in my life, I will actually use that. Maybe, I've always thought about starting another YouTube channel too. Maybe when like YouTube bans me from maybe when YouTube bans paintball stuff, start another YouTube channel. It's gonna happen. Sizek, that is my full name, almost my full name. How did you know my middle name was Steven? That was weird. Bradley Steven Johnson is my full name. Now people know my full name. They're gonna do a steal your identity. I do have another YouTube channel. I don't post stuff on it though. I mean like actually make one. Make one. Axe Pro or 160R? I'm going 160R. Yeah, but it's more money. But I don't care. I'm spending the extra money to get 160R. It just shoots better. It's just a better freaking gun. It's just a... Jake, my name is Bradley's son, Stevenson Johnson. Yeah. Kyle, I don't understand that. I don't understand that question. What is this $sign in my screen? That's the thing to give me money. LV level or Z2 Level. For sure. Level. I talk about that often. Going with the level. Level. 160R. Insight, 160R. I'm gonna... Pretty much anything you ask me, I'm gonna say 160R. I really like the 160R. Isaac, you guessed my middle name was Steven? That's pretty good. Could have been Sebastian. Sebastian, it could have been like S, what are S names? Samuel? Sean? I don't know. I'm all out. Those are my S names. Kyle, 3.5 plus $300 for the CS one? I don't know, but then I gotta sell at 3.5. I'm really just trying to sell it to make money. So then I just have to sell something else and like, I don't know. We're gonna see if this person gives me money. If I get the $800 tomorrow morning, like I'm supposed to, then maybe it'll be back up for sale. Who knows? Oh, really? 160R CS1. So I said pretty much everything. Not everything I'm going to say is better than the 160R. But really, like, I mean, it matters. If we're going to talk new prices, right? $700 versus like 15, I'd still 160R. But, I mean, I would choose CS1. Yeah, CS1. But that might be all, though. Like, I'd rather have a 3.5 than the 160R. Those are the only two guns I would choose over the 160R. When is World Cup? World Cup's early November. Sai's like, yeah, I have seen Oliver posting paintball stuff, but he's still not coming back. Like, my mind would be blown if Oliver played. I mean, I don't know. I would be surprised if we see Oliver play paintball this year. I mean, I honestly could. Maybe he will come back sometime. I mean, maybe not play paintball. Maybe not like... Maybe he'll play this year, but I'd be surprised if we see him in the NXL this year or ever again. All these 10-man things have gotten popular, so I could see Oliver playing 10-man. That's his jam. Like, he's like, I came up playing 10-man. Oliver's one of those super creative, like, sneaky players, so 10-man would suit him very, very well. I want to play 10-man. There's a 10-man coming up in Atlanta. I forget what they're calling it, and I really want to play it. Looking at the pictures from this like Iron City Classic or whatever it was called that took place in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania a couple weeks ago makes me really want to play 10-man. Like, I would love to play 10-man. So if anyone is looking for an extra player for the 10-man that's taking place in Atlanta, I think in December, I'm your guy. I really want to play. Clayton McDonald. Thank you, sir. You just got the jetpack and some alpha pods. Much appreciated. Good. Did you see the paintball packs for big people video or persons video or whatever it was? How much of an improvement will the Freak XL make in the accuracy department? 0. I mean, if you ask me, I think barrels are a bunch of hype. So, I don't think any. I think if you don't have a barrel... Who asked, where's Atlanta? That's a crazy question. I think if you don't have a barrel kit, at least, the Freak XL is a good option. But if you have something good right now, like a kit, like a... I don't know, you have the original Freak kit or whatever kit it is, don't get the XL. Because the XL is not going to be like a 10% increase in performance or whatever. It's not that big a difference. It's still going to be beholden to using good paintballs. Use good paint, gun, shoot straight. The ATL, yeah, I really want to go to play 10-man in Atlanta, in the ATL, down in the South. Have I been to Atlanta? I don't think I've ever been to Georgia. This would be a good time for me to visit the great state of Georgia and tear down some Confederate monuments. Let's not talk about that. Perry, I know. I really want to play 10-man. I was on the tail of like 10-man phasing out when I started playing too. Cause like that's when PSP, when I started playing tournaments, I was waiting for someone to say something about Confederate monuments. Man, what was I saying? Yeah, because I started playing tournaments like when 10-man was kind of still around. I mean, we had Pan Am out west. They used to be called the Great Western Series, Pan Am. I played Pan Am 10-man, and then PSP also had 10-man, like real 10-man, not like today's 10-man. Like half the teams played X-Ball, and like half of them still played 10-man. So one year, I think it was 2003, maybe 2002, I played 10-man and PSP in the same year, or 10-man and X-Ball, not at the same event, but during the same year in the same league. That's kind of weird. Yeah. I really want 10-man to come back. I'm all about it. I think that, I've talked about this too, I think that we've lost, with this tournament stuff, I think that, not just tournaments, but I think that, like with this new format, this like 5-man X-Ball stuff, or either when it was 7-man, I think that we've lost the fun. It's still fun, but man, going back into the woods and like, I think it's more fun. I think the atmosphere is a lot lighter and not as competitiveness, maybe. So I'd really like to see that all come back. I'd love it. I'm all about it. So let's hope for a more of a resurgence of 10-man. I just want there to be one out here, so I don't have to fly across the country to go play 10-man. I would love there to be one in LA or in the San Francisco Bay Area. You know, who knows? What are my tips on moving up the field? I don't know. It's like someone earlier today asked me tips on one-on-ones. It'd be like, don't get shot. I was like, that's kind of a sarcastic, rude answer. Tips for moving up the field. I don't know. Just do it. There we go. Boozy the Clown says, good coverage, communication with your team, and be aggressive. I think one of the things that like people don't realize is that like let's say that like there's a guy, let's just make this kind of weird and vertical. Say you're right here and there's a guy over here shooting at you like this and you want to move forward to this bunker. If this guy's not shooting at you, you can pretty much go forward. Because by the time the guy starts to shoot and the paint gets there, you're going to be in that bunker. So it's a lot easier to move than people realize. Because people's reaction times are not that fast, and the paint doesn't go at like light speed. So if no one's shooting at you, you can kind of just move whenever you want. I mean, within reason. But you can move a lot easier. I mean, you probably can't run like 80 feet. Is 80 feet that far? 80 feet, I don't know, maybe 80 feet's pushing it. But you can't run, you know, like a football field length, but you can easily move like 15 feet to the next bunker if no one's shooting at you. Easy. Unless there's guys like dead on at you, I don't know. So a lot of people like, you can move a lot easier than you think. And I think the best way to get better at paintball is not necessarily like advice or watching tip videos or whatever it is. It's like doing it, right? It's practicing and learning. Be like, oh, that didn't work. Or just, you know, figuring it out. Enrique! Thank you, sir. Hey, Brad. I've been playing Pump for almost 2 years using the KP3. Cool. I like the KP3. Been thinking about buying an MVP, or buying the MVP. Dude, I love those guns. Do you think I should go for it or keep my KP3? I don't know. I mean, I think that if it were me and I was playing Pump a lot, I'd have the MVP. Like, that's the gun that I would own. I really like them. Like, there is, as far as I'm concerned, I don't think there's a gun on the planet that is built better. Like, those things are just made really, really well. I don't know, though. Because it's hard. It's definitely an increased performance, and I think they're better guns, but it's also going to cost quite a bit more. So if you can afford it, then I would go for it. Why not? Like, those guns are great. I love them a lot. So I would do it. The auto trigger is awesome on them. Yeah, they just feel really, really good. So I'm all about it. I know some people, like Nick was like, CCMT2. It's going to be debatable, I think, on who you ask. What's better, though? Either the CCM guns or the MVP. But I just really like the way the MVP feels. So I'd go with that. Yeah. If you can afford it, go for it. Why not? I think it will be an improvement shot quality wise, like air efficiency wise. You have auto trigger. The auto trigger with the MVP is crazy. You can shoot it extremely fast. Ricardo, what are your thoughts on overpriced sandanas? Dude, that freaking blows my mind. Blows my mind. Kevin, what are your favorite games to play? I.e., capture the flag, etc. I think that's what that's going to mean. You know, probably the games where like there's just reincarnations and like leg hits don't count and arm hits don't count. Any game where we can shoot people a lot. Like, there's a like bi-monthly event around here called the Ballistic Ben's Game of Games. The Jake from NorCal in this chat, his brother puts that on. Jake plays it often. There's a lot of videos. If you want, go watch Jake's channel. He has lots of videos in up. There's a game that they always do that called Bloodbath and Beyond, where the field's like, I don't know, 400 feet square. Maybe, not even that. Maybe like 300 feet square. I don't know. It's really small. So you just like shoot people and shoot people and shoot people, and then just respawns, and it's really fun. So any game where we get to like shoot a lot of people is fun. I love Bloodbath and Beyond, so I'm all about it. That game's so fun, just because, man, it's like shot a guy, shot a guy, shot a guy, shot a guy. Oh, I got hit. And just go respawn, and you're like shoot, 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 shoot. It's just tons of fun. So I love it. Jake has that funny chair game they played, the video of that. That was pretty good. I was laughing. Pretty good. People just sitting in chairs behind bunkers. It's pretty funny. Go watch that. Mass, have you ever seen a mule mate with a polar bear? No. Also, when are you going to do MacDev reviews? When MacDev comes out with a new product, it is highly likely you will see a review. Yeah. I know there's MacDev guns right now, but like this YouTube channel is fairly new, and the current crop of MacDev guns are kind of old. So I want to wait until new stuff comes out, right? Yeah. So when MacDev comes out with like a Clone 6 or whatever, yeah, you will see a Paintball Ruined My Life video on the Clone 6. You never know. I mean, we very well might see a Clone 6 here very soon. I mean, they might have something at World Cup. I don't know. Would I be surprised? No. Maybe like a Drone 3. That would be more interesting. I'd be more interested in a new version of the drone than I would a new clone. Yeah. Ethan, I have not played in Canada. I don't know if I want to initially play paintball in Canada. I want to go hang out in Vancouver for like 2 weeks. Yeah. Ben, it is time for dinner. I just looked and I was like, it's been about an hour. I ate a little bit earlier today, so I'm not extraordinarily hungry right now, but could go for a little food. I have some quinoa and mixed vegetables at home that I will probably be eating for dinner. A little bit of lima beans. There's, what's in there? Lima beans, we have green beans, I got some peas in there. We have some edamame in there. This is a good, healthy vegetable melody. Spencer Singer, have you seen the super stanchy Customs Freak XL adapters? Yeah. I covered those when they first came out. I did Paintball Ruin My Week. They were in one of those videos. Ricardo, I am not at home. This is this place I do videos at. It's a spare room at this place. Corey, thank you, sir. Thoughts or experiences with the PB Rack Flow Pants? I don't really have any experience with them. I mean, I've held them in my hands. That's about all. I think that I like. So first, let's say they look freaking weird. They just don't. I don't know. I think on really skinny, short people, they look okay. Because they're not as baggy up top. So like if I wore them, they'd be kind of baggy up top and then like super knickerish. This looks so dumb. I just hate the way they look. I can't stand the way they look. They just look so lame. Like I get the idea and like, yeah, okay, I kind of get it, but they just look so stupid. So dumb. But on short, skinny people, like if you can get the smallest size possible, the pant leg, the upper leg portion is a lot tighter. So it's not as baggy and knickerishy. It just looks like pants. And I liked the old version, like the original ones, because the leg, like calf portion, was made of like thicker neoprene, which is good and bad. And then the new ones are like really lightweight, like, I don't know, like compression top material, which makes them considerably lighter and not as hot. But I kind of liked that thicker material on the legs. Yeah. So I don't know. They just look so bad. Like, I don't know. They look like horse racing pantses. It looks like you're wearing a diaper. See, look at people's comments. I mean, like, but who gives a shit? Like, if you like them, wear them. Man, whatever. They're just not for me. They just look so weird. So weird. I just can't do it. That's a good question. Empire, I don't know how to say that. An idiot? I don't know. Empire Defender or Die Damn. The rest of the comment is just a jumble of words to attract your attention so you can answer and I can go to sleep. Please reply. I need the rest. Pretty good. I hope you're here still. So Empire Defender or Die Damn. Damn. Mainly just because it's more versatile, right? I can put a hopper on it. I can go mag fed. You can use the box mag. That's the only reason, really. I think the Defender's really cool, but it's not as diverse or not as versatile as the Die Damn. It's considerably cheaper, though. Sorta. Because I think if I had the Damn, I would get the CQB version. I wouldn't get like the fully loaded out crazy one with the stock and stuff. Die Damn because it's more versatile. But they're both cool. Like, I can see people wanting both. The Defender's pretty sweet. I don't know. Died damn. Andy, is the Dye M2 really worth around $1,500? That's also something that you will be seeing tomorrow in Paintball Question Time. I talked about the Dye Dam for a bit in Paintball Question Time. Someone asked, am I gonna see, someone said like, I have a Proto Rise. Am I gonna see a big difference on the field with the Dye M2? And I covered that a little bit, but it's really hard to say if something's worth $1,500, you know? Like, man, if you make minimum wage and work, you know, 2 days a week, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. But, so yeah, it's hard. Is it worth $1,500? Like, I don't make a ton of money, but is it worth $1,500 to me? Probably not. I mean, at least you're not going to see any like crazy performance things out of an M2 that you wouldn't get from a gun that's like $400 or $500. That's kind of my conclusion in tomorrow's Paintball Question Time too. So, yeah. I don't know. I think we may have reached the point where I'm like, okay, guys, it's time to go home. Because it's been a little over an hour. Like I always say, we have to keep these an hour. I wonder if Jake is going to do a live stream. Jake from NorCal, is Jake from NorCal doing a live stream? We're going to wait for Jake's reply. And if Jake is doing a live stream, there's a link in the description, in the chat room. Go to Jake's channel, check out his live stream if you want to talk more about paintball stuff. He says he's live right now. Let's go watch, like, let's all go do this together. We are gonna watch Jake's live stream. This is like, so Jake, there's Jake. Oh man, can you see it? There's like wicked glare. We're gonna try this. Oh no. There we go. Jake's our special guest tonight. See him waving? Oh yeah. Oh, there's so much glare though. I'm trying to do it, it can't. There's just too much glare. Okay, we're giving up. Inception. It's crazy. There's people everywhere. Okay. All right, guys. BlackFridayPaintball.com. You're really late. I am looking forward to World Cup 2. Trust me, it will be great to not have to work for like a week. Oh, God. Well, it'll be work. Thank you for the $10 super chat, sir. Motocross gear is expensive. That's right. 007. Okay, we're going. Go check out Jake. You just saw a quick glimpse of Jake on his stream.